Duan to serve. First set. Play. Now 15.
So Peter Duan, the 26-year-old from New South Wales, born in Newcastle, under severe pressure from the defending champion Boris Becker on the very first point. Well, I haven't really seen such a fast start for ages. A perfect return, getting the half volley defensively hit, and the blazing backhand pass. First blood to Becker.
Now 40.
Well, in case you wondered how serious Becker was about the defence of his title, look at the eagerness to these shots, all of them. Frank Dick will be pleased as well. The training he's done under that gentleman is paying dividends.
(15-40). Juice.
On the last 2 points, the first volley has been so perfectly controlled to a length that even Becker's fearsome passes have been foiled.
Advantage Duan. First game.
And a most creditable game for Peter Duan, 26-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, who had a lot of questions to answer at love 40, but his first volleys were very secure. And he has had the advantage of playing Boris Becker quite recently. In the first round at Queen's, he lost then 6-2, 6-4, as indeed he did in 1985 when they met for the only other time in the first round of the US Open. That was 6-4, 6-1, 6-2. So he hasn't taken a set off Becker, but he's a good grass court player. And I think the way he's tackled these service points, absolutely exemplary. He's punched that volley so deep, Boris Becker simply can't make it. And Becker is very fast about the court just now. Very much improved physically since last year. He's filled out, he's stronger. He's been training under Frank Dick, and he's very determined to try and make this 3 in a row here at Wimbledon this year. Love one. It was Frank Sedgman, another Australian in the 1940s and 50s, who used to come in like this to attack the net player on the drive volley. I'm sure that Durham won't have seen Frank Sedgman in his prime, but he's still playing in veterans tennis.
Oh. 15 all.
I think that's probably the best way to try and approach the Becker serve, to block it back like this to prevent Becker from volleying the first shot, or if it's going to be a volley, it'll be a very low one off his toes.
Game Becker. One game all, first set.
So already I think it's clear we're going to see a lot of supercharged tennis today on court 1. Both young men know how to hit the ball. Honours even at 1-all first set.
Love. 30 all.
We're going to see a lot of big serving, not only because they both love playing on grass, because they're both tall. This man's 6'3", Boris Becker 6'2".
Forty, 30. Game duet.
Oh, what a good length serve.
Duan leads 2-1, first set.
I have the feeling that Becker thought that was a fault and was trying to suggest if he stood there long enough, somebody would make a late call in his favour. But I must say, the problems that Duan faces today are being well answered. I mean, Becker is setting some tremendous problems when he goes for his passing shots. There was a point in that last game, Duan serving here at love 15 it was. The return of serve is so good that the defensive half volley exposes him. Becker waits to see which way he starts to move, and he makes the pass.
Time. Quiet, please.
So Boris Becker being given as good as he's able to mete out himself at the moment. 1-2.
Fifteen love. Game Becker. Two games all, first set.
Becker's serving now is beginning to look much more grooved. When he won at Queen's Club, he won despite serving, for him, rather poorly. But now that second serve is beginning to kick like a mule, as it did in last year's final when he beat Lendl in straight sets. 2-all, first set. Oh, good shot. Well, the return is a bit high, but he has to make a lot of ground to get to it in time to make his winning shot. And it's an awkward one, that high backhand volley there. Uses the slice to keep the angle.
love.
And you're looking at a natural grass court player thoroughly enjoying himself on this green grass court. He gets back so quickly for this lob, a couple of little skipping steps overlapping, and the leap makes it look so easy, doesn't it? 40 love.
Game duet. Duan leads 3 games to 2, first set.
After just 16 minutes, they're playing quite quickly, as you'd expect with two men who hit the ball so hard. And Becker will be ruining that missed opportunity in the opening game when he had love 40 against Duan, who since has played almost perfect serve and volley tennis. The important thing, of course, is to keep a length on the first volley, or, as Duan did on the first point of that last game, hit such an acute angle that it's a winner. What you mustn't do is to hit mid-court shots to give your opponent time to make passes or lobs, or play an angle that's not a winner and simply opens up the court for your opponent to hit past you.
Time.
Duan knows his way around a grass court. He reached the last 16 of the Australian Open in January, and on the way he beat Kevin Curran, who was the number 8 seed there, 6-4 in the 4th set, losing to Anders Yarid, the 9th seed, 7-6 in the 4th also.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
So Becker, 2-3.
Let. Take your seats quickly, please.
People moving behind the server's arm.
Thank you.
Duan held him up.
15 love. Love. Love.
So that's 3 aces now. Well, there's the way to embarrass the incoming server. If you can take it on the rise like this with enough control and backspin to get the angle.
Game Becker. Three games all, first set.
Well, he said he felt he was beginning to serve better. Proof of it twice in that last game, 2 aces, his 3rd and 4th.
15 love. 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 Game duet. New balls, please. Duan leads 4 games to 3. First set.
Well, he's an interesting character, Peter Duan, fighting to earn a place on Australia's Davis Cup team, which will be going through a period of change now. The 2 Macs really no longer to be considered. He knows he's got to do well here if he's going to be selected for the tie, which will take place in Brisbane a couple of weeks after Wimbledon against Mexico. That, of course, also on grass. So if he could put in a good performance here and push Becker all the way, or even better beat him, of course, well, he'll almost certainly earn selection. He's one of those increasing number of young Australians and Europeans who went to an American university, in his case the University of Arkansas, to try and sharpen up his match play. And he reached the final of the doubles in 1981. He was a runner-up in the singles in 82. So that's where he was match hardened. Change of tennis balls. Becker 3-4.
Love 15. First service. All. Thirty, 15.
Inevitably on fast grass, with 2 men hitting the ball as hard as this, you're going to get abbreviated rallies, and you have to react very, very quickly to situations that happen, as he did, or tried to then, to that forehand return which he'd picked.
First set.
Well, exactly the right tactics. The lob was so high that Becker simply had to let it drop, and he followed it in. Unfortunately, just missing that stop volley. Four games all.
Love. Fifteen all. 30-15. Game to end.
Well served.
Duan leads 5-4, first set.
Well, Duan is keeping up a very high level of service accuracy and variety. That's the important thing, because Becker teed off on some wonderfully sharp returns of serve in the very first game of this match, which is why Becker chose to receive serve and had him love 40, but he came out of that ever since he served beautifully and hasn't been taken to deuce once on his serve. He's only lost 3 points altogether since then. He's being helped by Michael Fankert, who he got to there he is, the semi-final of the doubles here a couple of years ago. Michael, fellow Australian, now
time
turned to coaching, and I think he's helped Peter Duan to focus on the important points in a match, exactly what to do when the crisis points come. So when you do elect, well, the fan club's here, but when you do elect to receive serve in a set, unless you make the early break, you stand behind always when you get to the odd game at the end of a set, and it's not easy.
14-30.
So just a hint of danger thanks to that enterprising lob. I don't think many people would have attempted that cross-court backhand volley of Boris's, but found a fine lob. Well, call that luck or great skill. He had to have great physical strength when he was so low to be able to just wrist that ball over the net from a very good return. Durham will be thinking himself a little unlucky that he doesn't stand at 2 set points, but it's 30 all.
Game Becker. Five games all, first set.
Well, Jan Tiriac, the manager and coach just now of Boris Becker, scowling away there. Love his moustache. Will be pretty pleased about that service game. The first time Becker has been threatened at 15-30. It was Gunter Bosch, used to be the coach of Becker up until January, when he left the camp. 5-all.
Love.
Boris getting a little niggly. Well, Sultan Ganji. Sultan Ganji didn't overrule it because it was not a clear error. That was a very, very good and close serve. And there was no bleep, remember. We got the automatic eye, the magic eye, watching the service now too. Oh, great.
14-love.
Now this is a mighty good volley because the service return is dipping. And you'll see how he had to adjust the angle of the racket face to find the angle of the volley. This is how Becker started this match. 3 times he did returns like this to get to love 40, but didn't break.
Duan leads 6-5, first set.
Well, Peter Duan is really showing tremendous resolve here. And I must say he's earning everybody's respect by the way he's standing up to the defending champion today. Playing grass court tennis of the highest order. And I think someone who will be pretty pleased about that is Australia's Davis Cup captain, keeping a canny eye from the member stand on all that's going on with his potential team for the match against Mexico in Brisbane just after. He'll be pretty impressed by the way Doohan has stuck to his task. Particularly, I don't know whether Neil saw the opening game, but particularly as he came back from love 40 to hold. Now, since then, looking at my notes, 1, 2, 3, 4 points only has he lost in his service games since. 5 service games, 2 points, and that's pretty good serving against somebody who returns as well as Becker. View of the magic eye there in the foreground. That is the end which Becker thought had earned just now. So Becker will have to try now to take the set into the tiebreak.
Fifteen love. First service. Love.
Couple serves like that was out and they call it good. The machine is bad.
Well, it's curious that Becker, whose advantage that was, chose to point out that he thought that his own serve was a fault. Twice now we've had questionable calls on that line, but it's 30 love.
40 love. Game Becker. Six games all, first set, tie-break. Doohan to serve.
And from quite early in this set, once both men had begun to loosen up on serve and got the accuracy, it began to look as if it would end in a tie-break.
Thank you.
Guess is right here. He's got to commit himself, and that's absolutely perfect because the return made him hit a defensive volley. It's exactly right. You have to go one way or the other. If Becker had chosen to go across, well, good shot. Serve, he makes a lot of ground to his right now. Here he goes and decides that the topspin is the only way of standing a chance to win the point. Which is the defending Wimbledon champion? Doohan is playing quite spectacularly now. Keyed up and going for broke for the lines. Again, the top spin. So 2 break points against Becker now. 3-love Doohan. Slightly fortunate that I don't think he hit it altogether cleanly, that return of serve. But never mind, it was good enough to win the point. Still 1 break point down, 1-4. I suppose if you're playing as good as Becker at Wimbledon, the tie-break is the greatest chance you expect to win a set, when a little bit of luck can suddenly change things for you. But there hasn't been any luck yet. Doohan absolutely worth his 4-2 lead. So here is the moment of truth for Doohan. He's got his break point ahead. All he has to do now is to hold his service point and he has the first set. Against someone like Boris Becker, the #1 seed, it's going to be a problem. 4-3. And all credit to Doohan, he didn't flinch. Just as he threw the ball up to serve, there was a roar from the centre court crowd, which could have put off a lesser man than Doohan. 3 set points.
6-4 Duan.
Well, that last service of Becker's is really very short. I think it shows you what he's feeling. But he does play these big points so well normally. It's still a set point.
Game and first set, Duan, 7-6.
Well, Becker thought that he'd served a fault there, and he wasn't prepared for the return from Duan. A beautiful return it was. Becker having a little word there with Sultan Genji. It looked all right to me at our end, and I must say, Duan kept his head quite beautifully in the heat of the moment there. 46 minutes it took him to wrest the first set from the champion. Now, who would have expected to see a scoreline like that? And this centre court crowd at last being treated to some tremendous tennis on only the second day when we've had continuous tennis. We did on Wednesday. Well, he's keeping so beautifully calm and keeping his eyes down and his mind down on the job in hand, refusing to be distracted.
Time.
Just listen to that roar of appreciation for both of them. I think the Becker fan club in the majority
Second set,
there,
Becker to serve.
all the teeny
Quiet,
boppers
please.
who once we used to associate with Bjorn Borg. Second set.
First service.
Becker's fifth ace. Well played.
Game Becker. First game, second set.
And
First set, Duan.
And after two virtually washed out days, one totally and one with only about half an hour's play, what a thrill for the kids who have been queuing up here for so long, packing themselves into every nook and cranny of #1 court to get a glimpse of their favourite Boris Becker. And how well they've been rewarded by Becker's opponent, Peter Duan. I think before this match began, we knew that this fellow had the ability to test Becker. He's lost to him twice before, once on grass and once on asphalt in America. But I don't think any of us believed that he'd win his first set against Becker in 3 meetings here at Wimbledon, where Becker is king.
Time.
Becker himself says that he feels so much at home here that he expands with confidence the very moment he walks out onto any of these lovely tennis courts. But he really didn't have quite the conviction. 2 or 3 times in the key moments of that tie-break, which he lost, he lobbed when he might have hit. That's defensive mentality. Becker's changed his tennis racket. I don't know whether he's...
Duran to serve.
The previous one was too slack or not. The tension of the strings. He was trying it out just now. Duran, love one.
Love.
At least he made him play that return. It's about the loosest shot that Duran has played for about 8 or 9 games. Well, that was a superb call, because the ball nipped across that line and bounced just beyond it. Taking his time so well. Well, you could call that a misjudgment from Duran, but Becker's reply really was superbly taken. And it's that dipping topspin that makes it so deceptive.
Advantage Duran.
the best of the match, showing bringing out great versatility from both of them. He had to be very quick thinking and quick moving there, but Becker was even quicker. Deuce.
Advantage, Duan. One game all, second set.
And still no break points against Duan serve, even though he was mightily threatened. Becker, frustration within him because all his passing shots and returns of serve are finding just the top of the net. One all, second set.
Fifteen love. Forty, 15.
Well, I don't know why he has to look, unless he thought perhaps it was a let. I didn't hear it. Certainly it cleaned the line, there was chalk. 40, 15.
Second service. Out. 40, 30.
Another good call there. A little bit late, but it was right. The call, that is, not the ball. The ball was out.
Game Becker. New balls, please. Becker leads 2 games to 1. Second set. First set, Duan.
Well, that's 7 aces he served now. Aces numbers 6 and 7 coming in that game. And I had thought during the course of the first set that he was beginning to serve so much better. And it did look like that for a while. And then around the time of the tie-break, he lost a little bit of conviction, I think. He served his double fault and wasn't quite getting the depth, then started to worry about his rackets, whether the tension was right. And he's already changed his racket once. I wonder if he might do it again. Seeking, of course, for the perfect tension.
Time.
They're all looking for rackets for changing conditions that suit those conditions. Remember, the very wet courts make the balls skid through, and the balls get heavy. The tension is soon knocked out of the strings. Lendl, for instance, keeps changing his racket after about a set. There he is pinging again to see that he's got the one with the right tension. Well now, he hasn't made any impression on doing so at all since the very first game of the match.
New balls.
Change of balls again. 1, 2.
Fifteen love. Love.
He has served so well today in terms of varying the direction. That slice into the body is not easy to take, and he's been using the slice wide to the forehand in this court some of the time.
Love.
Yes, he knows what he was trying to do. Well, this is a very good point from Becker's point of view, because the volley again is very deep, right onto the baseline. And Becker has the choice. Doohan moving a fraction late, but 40-15.
Game Doohan. 2 games all, second set.
You have to feel a little bit sorry for Boris Becker and everyone else. They haven't had time to spend on the practice courts to groove their games. So no impression again on the Doohan serve. And 2-all.
Love. Oh. 30 love.
Oh, it's good.
14 love.
Yes, he totally misread that, Doohan. And he's discussed it because I think he thought it was a fault, but it wasn't. No, really, it was a beautiful serve. Sultan Ganji being asked if he thought that was a fault, but it wasn't. So that's ace number 8 now for Becker, and 40 love.
Game Becker. Becker leads 3 games to 2. Second set. First set, Doohan.
Well, it's been a marvellous tennis match, this, for Peter Doohan. Becker here has been made to work so hard on his own service games, perhaps not serving quite as well as usual. It's an area of his game that he told us he was a little bit worried about when he won Queen's Club. It seemed that in his first round match here, he won quite readily against Karol Novacek, he was serving better. But certainly Peter Doohan today has been serving quite beautifully. He opened this match on his serve and immediately was love 40 down, but came out of it. And since then, he has not faced a single break point on his serve. The match has been in progress 1 hour and 7 minutes. And he won the tie-break quite beautifully, pinching Becker's 2 service points after he'd held his own opening serve, so that was 3 love. Held his own 4 love, lost 1 on his own serve, and then just held his next 2 service points for 6-3 and then another one for 7-4. And tremendous support from the Becker fan club here, from the youngsters who are crowded in to all parts of the freestanding areas of this court, making a lot of noise, getting very excited. Doohan at 2-3.
All.
A little frustrated because he can't get his groove on the service return. Apart from that very first game when he played immaculately, he's found the net too often.
Peter
Doohan's 26 and comes from Newcastle, New South Wales. And he's spent time at an American university, as so many youngsters do now, to sharpen up his competitive play. University of Arkansas in his case. More like vintage Becker. It's a good return of serve, which forces the defensive half volley there and falls mid-court. Well, he can go either way, can't he? Chooses the easy one down the line. Oh, yes. Well, he reads this very well. The serve is not as good as it has been. either into the body or wide. It's just at a convenient place for that forehand return. And for the first time since the opening game of the match, Doohan faces a break point. Well played.
Yes.
Has helped Boris Becker with his pace about the court, the one weakness that there was in his game. It needed great physical strength to be able to get there. Break point number 2.
Deuce. Advantage Doohan.
Well, that's the third time we've had doubt about the magic eye on that line. Both players, it's fair to say, have thought there have been errors.
Quiet, please.
But the umpire,
Thank you.
Ganji, has not overruled any of them, which suggests that they were not gross errors. If they were errors at all, perhaps the players are just a little overeager. Faced several moments of pressure in this match and come through every one with flying colours, but this is another moment.
Advantage Doohan. Deuce. Quiet, please. Thank you.
improvise. He did earlier, in fact, having to cope with the noise coming from the centre court. Lendl is involved in a difficult match. It's not easy on number one. You get this slightly lopsided view of the court. The big open stand on his right as he serves, but the closed one with the centre court beyond on the left. A lot of noise. Oh, it's in. Becker at last beginning to read this serve, just getting his body out of the way in time and improvising. Getting a strong wrist necessary. So another break point. It's the third in this game. Question he was asked, but he guessed right here and had to hurry because there was a mighty lot of work on the ball, fizzing through the air. Becker's disappeared to the stop netting to try and compose himself. When, he asks, will this break come?
Advantage Becker.
So the double fault there, partly induced, I feel, by Boris Becker's movement around the baseline area. A little bit of gamesmanship there. Doohan is entitled just to wait and stop until Becker stops moving. A fourth break point. Well played.
Juice.
You know, when you're playing a match like this, if you keep getting break points and failing on them with the brilliance of your opponent, you begin to wonder what you have to do. You probably hear that noise coming from the centre court. Very distracting.
Advantage Doohan.
Game for Peter Doohan. 4 break points against him. He served his first double fault to produce the 4th of those break points, but his nerve held. Becker still has to solve the problem of the Doohan serve. 3-all.
Now 15.
Well, there was no bleep.
I was out.
That's why Becker was surprised, because he didn't hear anything. Except the umpire's, rather the linesman's call. So that makes 2 double faults now for him.
15 all.
Well, the misery continues. That was such a good return. It was slightly lucky, though. Slight mishit. Mighty Becker serve has produced 9 aces now.
Second service.
That was a bit lucky, wasn't it? The ball deflected mightily out of its path and just clipping the line.
Becker leads 4 games to 3, second set. First set, Duan.
So the defending champion, here for the past 2 years, is going to change to another ranking. He's already changed once. And I suppose if Beckett comes through this match today, he'll be pretty pleased about having had a close match. My goodness, the way things are, can't rule out the possibility of Duan winning. He's been playing so beautifully. And if you look at the history of past meetings between them, well, then you'd have to favour Becker because he hasn't dropped a set against Duan in 2 previous meetings.
Time.
First round of the US Open in '85, he won 6-4, 6-1, 6-2 at the first round of Queens just a week or so ago. 6-2, 6-4 to Becker, and this lovely serving action as he leaves the ground, and the whole action taking him naturally forward as he steadies himself just there to make the volley at full stretch. A wonderful sight, Boris Becker. And looking altogether stronger and fitter.
Take your seats quickly, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Final kill.
Quiet, please.
He must be about 3 or 4 feet in the air there. He makes it. So as the crowd settles, 3-4.
Fault.
Well, the return of serve again is well grooved now and begins to embarrass Duan. can't do anything with the first volley and makes the pass relatively easy.
Love 30. 15-30. All.
And the frustration boiling over. Not too close to the ball, but it's because Doohan has been serving quite beautifully in terms of variation. He's used the slice a lot, both into the body and wide this side of the forehand. Another break point after a long string of games without any. There were 4 he saved in the last service game, and now another.
Cheers. Doohan's nerve hasn't cracked at all. That is such a good serve, the wide one, and as it turned out, a fine return. But Doohan equal to the task.
Just joined you, John.
Quiet now, please.
He's so determined that Boris Becker and Doohan should have a good match here, and my word, it's tense out here. Boris very frustrated.
30 love.
Well, over the years, one has seen the defending champion assailed in the early rounds. One thinks of Borg's frights that he had against players like Edmondson and Amritraj and 1 year Amaya. Now Becker knows what it feels like to be the defending champion.
Nice!
So far out, he's saying. The volley.
Good. 40 love.
See how many mistakes you do in one match?
Duan supporters in the stands feel he was robbed, but it's 40 love. Look at the way the top spin here makes the ball dip at the last minute. Becker thinks it's going out, leaves it.
Game Becker. Becker leads 5 games to 4, second set. First set, Duan.
So Becker is being hotly assailed, Paul, but I think one thing we've discovered about him in his 2 winning years is that when the going gets tough, that's when he's at his best.
What's the expression, John? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And certainly Boris is the one person in the world that loves a scrap. He and Jimmy Connors, who I've just been watching on the outside court, number 2, really like the scrap of the heat of the fire.
It was on this court, Paul, that he played Nystrom in 1985, his first winning year. Twice Nystrom served for the match against him, and he hit winners seemingly at will.
That's right. Was that the time he fell over, John? I believe it was against Nystrom, and certainly a very, very tight match. There's not many occasions where someone like Duan has an opportunity to do well against Boris Becker on such a top court as this. Being fairly lowly ranked in comparison to Boris Becker, he would really see this as a great opportunity to do well.
So the various groups of fans cheering on their men.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
4-5 Duan.
All.
Well, he's been very sound on serve today. That's only the second time he's double faulted.
previous one gave Becker a break point.
The sheer power of Boris Becker's backhand here, doing half volleys, and then the sheer power, weight of the shot almost knocks the racket out of his hand.
So 2 set points for Boris Becker, sensibly taking his time. Rewarded at last.
Game and second set. Becker 6 games to 4. 1 set all.
After an hour and 39 minutes of play, a 51-minute set that.
Quiet, please.
And for the first time in the match,
thank you, ladies and gentlemen,
Doohan has lost his serve. Doohan, I don't think, was ready for that. Takes Boris into double figures on aces. Well played.
And it was a good half volley from Boris Becker here, considering it was a damp grass, but an even better passing shot from Doohan. Good slice backhand, keeping the ball low over the net.
all. 40-30.
That little floating return of serve has been causing most of the problems on Becker's serve for him today. But sadly for doing the lob just too low.
Net!
Deuce.
The third and fourth double faults in this game, suggesting that there is still a little bit of anxiety about the service department. Oh, that's brilliant.
And it's this heavy topspin that really takes a toll on Boris Becker. The whip backhand across court. Perfect shot.
Oh, that's marvellous.
Game Duan. First game, third set. 1 set all.
Well, really, that is the first time that Becker's serve has been broken. Apart, of course, from the tiebreak. Very enterprising play from Duan there. Finding the touch on the return of serve to keep the ball low to Becker's feet, and then making his attack, making his move on the next shot. What I like is the way he's concentrating so well. You're coming to Michael, thank you, tonight. Front row. No, I won't. I was going to wait until the
Time.
Well, that's the first time that Boris Becker's serve has been broken in the match. Thank Michael. There are two Thankets, Charlie and Michael. This is Michael, who got to the semi-final of the doubles with Duan a year or so ago. Here is now coaching him, and I'll be pretty pleased about the way his charge is returning serve, making Becker work so hard by just taking all the pace off the returns. 1 love with the break.
15 love. Net. First service.
Well, he's seen 3 aces like that whistle past.
Thirty, 15. fault.
Well, it was Doohan that did exactly this backhand passing shot in the last couple of games. Anything you can do, I can do better. Perfect topspin backhand angled shot.
Game Doohan. New balls, please.
But you have to make up your
Doohan
mind.
leads 2 games to love. Third set.
You have to make up your mind on a thing like that and hope that it's going to be out, which it was. Good serve, though. And the return a slight miss-hit. Time for a change of balls. Doohan leading 2-0.
Fifteen love.
Net!
(40-15).
Just a fraction wide, that. Which makes a 5th double fault.
Game Becker. Doohan leads 2 games to 1, third set. 1 set all.
Well, Boris Becker at last holding serve there, having lost his previous one for the first time in the match. He's being made to work so hard by a man who, to me, Paul Hutchins, seems to be inspired. I think the fact that the Davis Cup tie against Mexico is coming up. Doohan was telling me before the match began that he feels he's playing for one of the singles places. And on this evidence, I think the captain, Neil Fraser, might decide to pick him because he has to find somebody to replace Paul McNamee. There is Neil Fraser, the winner here in 1960 against Rod Laver, former champion. Just at the back of your picture there in the brown jacket.
Time.
With Roger Taylor just in front of him on the left of your picture.
Yes,
well,
I'm sure Neil Fraser will be very pleased with this performance, and he's got the Davis Cup match about 3 weeks after Wimbledon, John, and it's on grass in Australia, so he's looking for these type of players who have done well at Wimbledon. Of course, Paul McNamee has cut down his involvement in the Davis Cup, and therefore possibly the #2 spot is more open now than it ever has been, and certainly Peter today is putting up a great performance in front of Neil Fraser.
There's no doubt he's going to pick Pat Cash as the #1. Australian singles player. Doohan still has this break. That's 2-1.
And it's improvement in Boris Becker's footwork that makes it such a good return of serve. Dancing around his feet there.
Fourth ace, thanks to that slight amount of slice, carrying it out of Becker's reach. Well played.
Well, it just shows you how quick Boris Becker is here. Unfortunately, the lob wasn't tall high enough, and there was acres and acres of space to hit the ball into.
Advantage Doohan.
Well, he served that one so beautifully today, right into the body. The most difficult spot to return from, under the right armpit.
Doohan leads 3 games to 1, third set.
And at the moment, you'd be entitled to ask which is the man seeded 1 and ranked 2 in the world, and which is the 70th ranked player in the
Quiet
world.
now, please. Thank you.
Net!
First service. Fifteen love. Oh. 15 all.
And that second serve last year was so good, kicking up high and embarrassing all his opponents. He hit a lot of aces on the second serve last year, but that's a 6th double fault.
15. Forty, 15. Game Becker. Duan leads 3 games to 2, third set.
Well, that's only
One set all.
one break of serve for Duan there, which is a fairly fragile thing against a man, Paul Hutchins, who returns the serve with these punishing and hard shots, in sharp contrast to Duan.
Yes, there's 2 different types of returners here, John, today. Peter Duan, who is also a very, very good doubles player, and he tends to do more doubles types return of serves, just content on getting the ball low over the net at Boris's feet. Whereas the other complete opposite is Boris. When Peter Duan serves, Boris just almost tees off, as we say, on every single ball. In other words, he hits the ball with all his power, heavy topspin, again trying to get at Duan's feet. But it's interesting to see the difference in the return of serves of these 2 people.
One of the problems for Becker is he isn't really grooved yet. He hasn't had the chance to practice.
No, well, I mean, he would have probably played just a matter of hours. Just look at those crowd. He really does bring the best out of everyone, Boris, doesn't he? But yes, John, as you were saying, they're all short of grass court play, and Boris is a little slow starting today.
Certainly get some excitement here on #1 court. The fans last year had Max Wilander assailed by Andrew Castle. They had Bob Seguso beating Jimmy Connors, who was seeded highly last year.
15 love.
A 5th ace.
All. Thirty, 15.
Knife!
It's the best rally of the match today. Boris slips, goes down the line, but easily gets the ball, aims for down the line, heavy topspin shot, but Duan gets there. And great anticipation by all players.
Game
Duran refuses to be intimidated by Becker, who is beginning to dance around a little and is waiting to return serve, and he has the irritating habit of hitting the ball back after it's been a fault, getting it from the ball boy. 2-4. That little floated return has done the damage.
Well, the perfect return. Moves so well. Boris Becker comes in a little bit slowly. Duran passes.
Now 40.
Well, I must say, this young man is reading the direction of Becker's serve so beautifully. The last 2 points, he had committed himself before the serve was struck. 3 break points.
Duran leads 5 games to 2. Third set. 1 set all.
That is a perfectly played service return. Perfectly played service return game by Duran to get the double break.
Well, he certainly has got him on the run, John, today. A man inspired at the present time. And just look how well Peter plays here. Boris, it's that chip doubles type returner serve, forcing Boris to do a half volley. He does a disguised lob. Boris thinks he can get it, then has to run back, and the only chance he has got is to lift it over his head. Peter thinks it's going in, but the ball is 2 or 3 inches out.
Time.
Well, I must say, Peter Duran is playing the match of his life today. There was no clue in their previous meetings. Twice he's lost to Becker without winning a set, but there is a clue if you look what happened in Australia. He reached the last 16 in January, beating Kevin Curran, losing to Jared, then the finalist in New South Wales, both on grass.
And he will not get many opportunities such as he has now.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Set all, leading 5-2 against the champ.
Next!
Second service. Now 15.
Well, once again, the sheer weight of shot from Boris Becker. Such power he gets from that racket head. think Boris actually went for him, but he's in a mighty aggressive mood, I can assure you today. Yes, he did in fact go for him. No animosity meant, though.
Nothing the defending champion can do about that sixth ace, which brings Peter Doohan to a point that would give him a 2-1 lead.
Isn't it, to see the young Australian doing so well.
Game and third set, Doohan, 6 games to 2. Quiet, please. Doohan leads by 2-1.
I'm very much reminded of last year and Wilander,
please. Thank
number
you.
3 seed, trailing 2-1 to Castle.
Love. Love.
Well, the match has been in progress now for 2 hours and 11 minutes. I don't think there's any doubt that Doohan will last the pace. He had a 5-set match in his first round here, beating Alex Antonich 9-7 in the 5th.
The inspiration of a young Australian
40-30.
who knows he's playing very, very well. Great topspin volley on the run.
Well played.
Deuce.
No wonder he's looking frustrated, because his opponent today has done nothing wrong at all. All the errors we've seen from Doohan, bar 2 or 3 only, have been forced.
Dead. First service.
Anticipated where the smash was going to go. Managed to get it back, and he anticipated the next shot where Boris was going to go, but obviously couldn't pick up the half volley.
First game, 4th set. Doohan leads 2-1.
What a revelation Doohan is today. A marvellous performance in that 3rd set.
Yes, John, I was particularly impressed with Peter Doohan when he served for that 3rd set. A lot of players in a championship such as Wimbledon would get a little scared against such a player of Boris Becker's stature, but he finished the 3rd set with 2 aces, and he knows that he's got his man on the ropes. Quick change of shirt, tends to stick to the body when it gets hot and sweaty.
What I'm wondering is what is going through the mind of Jan Tiriac there. He's looking anything but happy, and sitting on his right as we look with his head on his hand there is Nicky Pilic, who's the national coach of the West German team.
Time.
I think Tiriac has sat through a few crises in Becker's career, several of them here in 1985 when he won for the first time, but this is pretty serious. Connors last year against Bob Seguso on this very court, he's finding a man inspired. Love 1, 4th set.
love. 40-15.
Well, that was nearly a very dangerous situation. Becker driving the ball straight through his man, perfectly legitimate. But he's just apologized, held up his hand to Peter. 40-15. And the 40-30 is for Peter Doohan's serve. He was 40 love just now, and on the next point, Becker unleashed a half-court forehand straight at Doohan on the net and knocked him over. But he's a pretty rugged Australian, this man.
Here is a good example of how quick Boris Becker is around the court. Beautiful topspin shot, dipping all the time, leaving Doohan completely stranded. Deuce.
Well reached.
Advantage Doohan.
He's thought quickly every time he's had to in this match. Not overawed in the least.
One game all, fourth set.
With Peter Doohan leading by 2-1 and playing the match of his life.
Seeing some great tennis today. He's done it cross court, and just to prove he can do it down the line, there we are. Wonderful shot.
Twelve aces now from Becker's racket.
(40-15).
Next!
First service. New balls, please. Becker leads 2-1, fourth set. Duan leads 2-1.
Well, one's used to saying that Becker knows how to come out of difficult situations, but as his career goes on, it becomes increasingly difficult, doesn't it? The players are all so eager to beat him.
Yes, and the players know a bit more how to play Boris. But I think the one thing that I have been thinking, John, while watching this match is that Boris knows that when he gets down against a European who perhaps is not a great big serve volleyer, he can perhaps come out of those type of matches. But when he's up against a young Australian who is very used to serve volleying, very used to the fast grass court surfaces, then there's even more of a threat that he could possibly lose. And I think that Duan has shown that he's really not frightened of Boris today. He's looking quite relaxed, he's quite confident in his own ability. He's serving and volleying very, very well. And I think he's got Boris in trouble here today. Crowd on Duan's side as well as Becker. The crowd looking for a scrap, which they're certainly getting today.
That's the return of serve that hasn't really been flowing for him today. That one to the feet. Done. Well, he refuses to compromise, rather like Jimmy Connors on his return to serve. He refuses to block or chip or do anything that is out of his pattern. You have to admire the courage, but question the wisdom sometimes.
Nice!
In the right place once again. He's reading these shots so well. He has to make enough ground, and he does it quickly. Just a thought on that returning of the serve. One of the things Jimmy Connors has shown us this year, actually, that he has been prepared occasionally to chip, block.
Duan's anticipation has been one of his stronger points today. Very agile at the net. Playing a marvellous match. He knows he's in with a chance today, beating Boris. But it won't be easy.
Fifteen love. All. First service.
Just look how close Boris Becker gets to the net. It's not a bad return, but he's right on top. Easily can anticipate the return of serve. 30 all. Very good block return. Doesn't take the racket back at all. Sees the opening, and it's a beautiful return of serve.
Becker leads 3 games to 2, fourth set. Duan leads 2 sets to 1.
Boris Becker there, looking around. I wonder if he's asking for something to be brought on court for him. I'm not sure whether he has asked one of the ball boys to collect something or not. But at all events, he knows he's in a scrap today. And really, it would be a brave man to suggest that the champion is going to survive today.
Yes, John, a few people around the stands, including his coach and the general public, are very worried that Boris could go out today. He's been in these tight situations many times before. That's why he's the champion, because he's able to get out of these scrapes.
Time.
But he is playing a man truly inspired today, Peter Duan. Peter is not frightened to win. Boris comes out first. Great support from both players today.
Doohan now at 2-3. Fourth set, leading 2-1.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you. Love.
Next.
First service.
So 8 aces he served against 13 by Becker.
You started so good. It was on your side.
Querying the call, Sultan Ganji. No, he's not about to be influenced.
Not bad.
40-15.
And I wonder if Becker's querying of the call momentarily upset Doohan's concentration. It's been very good, his concentration. That's only his third double fault.
Three games all, fourth set. Quiet, please. Thank you.
We are seeing it all today, aren't we? Boris Becker, good chip returner serve. Boris goes back down the line, but Doohan is there, ready, with superb anticipation yet again.
And I don't think I've seen anybody returning Boris Becker's serve on fast grass as well as Doohan is today. It's particularly that one where all the pace is taken off the ball that has been so effective throughout the match.
disappointed by that serve down the centre, but Doohan had stood wide to the
Quiet,
sideline,
please. Thank you.
just outside the sideline for that second serve, daring Becker to go for the ace down the middle on the second serve, which he did. Call the fault. Well, it's still a break point.
Next.
First service.
Well served.
Juice.
You make mistakes, I warn you. It's a big match, don't make some mistakes.
Well, we don't have to tell you how overwrought the champion is.
Advantage Becker.
Yes, Doohan
Quiet,
was
please.
wondering whether that had been called a fault. He thought it was in, he played it. Out.
Juice.
I was all ready to say, trust Boris Becker to find an ace on a second serve when he most needed it. But I hardly expected to see Doohan make that sort of return. A third break point. For this young man. He's 26, Becker is 19, but the champion. It's certainly the greatest moment of his tennis life to do this at Wimbledon. All done, Paul, because of the quality of service return.
Yes, John, he is getting 90% of his returns to serve in Normally on a grass court, Boris is serving 2 or perhaps 1 or 2 free points every single service game. But Boris has, apart from the aces he's done, has had no free points at all.
Time.
And Peter Doohan has made more or less 90% of returns to serve, which is so unusual. Now the important thing is for Peter Doohan to play, not to play Boris Becker as a name. Whether it be possible for Peter Doohan to forget that he's playing Boris Becker remains to be seen. Never will he have an opportunity like this again.
Wait, please. Wait, please. Seats quickly, please.
Sit down, yells Becker to the fans behind the server's arm. He's going to wait until they are seated.
Any seat, please.
Sultan Ganji, the umpire, calling for the same
Thank
people
you.
to... There we are. Little does he know the upset he caused. Doohan 4-3.
Net.
First service. Love.
Net.
First service.
Net.
First service.
There, the touch of genius at exactly the right moment. The serve right into the body once more, but controlled to the feet. A chink of light.
to do it. Gets in fairly tight. Low volley. Boris goes for down the line, but as normal and as been happening, Peter Doohan anticipates and moves very, very well at the net.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Becker really in trouble at 3-5.
Love 15.
Well, you won't see a better backhand return of Becker's second serve than that. Oh, Towers is caught out, but Doohan doesn't know it.
15 all.
Well, that might be just the error that Becker was looking for. It should now be love 30.
Doohan leads 5 games to 4, fourth set, and by 2 sets to 1.
So the first question answered by Becker. How would he face 3-5 when he had to hold serve to stay in the match? You couldn't have asked for a better service game than that. All the old fire and power was there. And now the question is going to be asked of Doohan. Has he the nerve to win? Well, he did have in the third set there, when he came through 6-2 to lead 2 sets to 1. Now just 4 points from glory. And the crowd here absolutely engrossed in this match. They've waited patiently for 2 long wet days, Monday and yesterday, and now how richly they've been rewarded. These were the scenes that we saw in 1985 when Boris Becker played against Joachim Nystrom on this very court and facing this very situation. It was the 5th set then, not the 4th. But twice Nystrom served for the match and failed. I wonder if Doohan will succeed. 5-4.
please. Thank you.
Becker has failed to find the inspiration when he needed it. Durham now at triple match point.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Only Boris Becker could do this. Uncompromising return of serve. And a heavy whoop topspin down the line. All 2 match points.
Quiet, please.
The second ranks and top-seeded player, Boris Becker, 7-6, 4-6, 6-2, 6-4. 2 hours and 55 minutes of high drama. And what a lovely sight that is. A marvellous, marvellous performance from Peter Doohan, playing the match of his life. And Becker, for the first time in 3 years here, out of the championship.
Game, set and match, Doohan. Doohan wins by 3 sets to 1, 7-6, 4-6, 6-2, 6-4.
So intense was the noise that Sultan Ganji, the umpire, only now can make them hear the score. 2 hours and 55.5 minutes. For me, one of the great performances of grass court play. We said, Paul Hutchins, that Boris Becker at his best was the greatest grass court player in the world.